Hello my dear friends. So today we are going to solve the shortest common super sequence problem. So in this question what it will be given, as you can see the two strings will be given, and our task is to find the length of the shortest string that has both string 1 and string 2. Okay, so like this two strings will be given to us and we need to find shortest string that has both string 1 and string 2. It means all the elements of string 1 should be there and all the elements of string 2 should be there. So you can say that we can make a string which is like this: GEEK This is the string which have all the elements of both string 1 and string 2. But if you are going to find the length of this, what is going to be 7. But what we want shortest. This is the worst case when you can join both the strings together and you will get the length. And what can be the possible string? You can say like this: G E E K and E. Okay, now see, it contain the first string completely here, GEEK, and second string also it have all the elements of first string and second string. So here the length of string is 5. So what we need to return? Shortest string. So this is the worst case and this is the best case. Okay, now let us take one more example so that you can get the things clearly. Suppose a string is given to us. Perfect. And what is the string? A G G T A B. B string is given to us. Perfect. What is given? G X T X A Y B. Now we need to find a string which have all the elements of A and B. So you can make a string like this: A G G T A B G X T X A Y B. Perfect. So now what is the length? You are going to say that it contain all the elements of A and B. Sorry. So here the length is 6, here it is 7. So what is the final length? 13. But what we need to do? We need to find shortest length. So let us do one thing. Let us try to make this super sequence. Okay, so first letter is A and here first letter is G. So let us take A. Now as you can see, G is here also, here also. So one time we are going to take G. Now next letter is G and X. So let us write G and X both. Now T is common, so I am going to write T only one time. Here A, here X. But as you can see, A is also there in the next term. So first write X. Now again A is common. Now write Y. Now B is also common. So this is the string that contains all the element of A and B. I will show you how the elements of A are there. Okay, A elements I am going to write by black pen. So A G G T A B. Okay, it contains all the element of A string. Perfect. Now let us write the elements of the B string. Okay, so first element was G, first element was G, then X, then X, then it has T, it has T, it has A, it has A, it has Y, it has Y, it has B, it has B. So G X T Y B. Okay, it contain all the elements. Okay, it contain all the elements. Sorry, I forgot this X as well. X will also come here. It contain all the elements of a string A and B. So this is the shortest common super sequence. So let us find the length: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So the length is 9. So in output what we need to return? 9. So I hope question statement is very clear to you. Okay, so how we can solve this problem? So if you are going to see this question again, let us take the first example. There you will understand the things easily. So a string that was given to us was geek. Okay, geeks. So I am writing geek, and B string was EKE. Perfect. So if you are going to find this length of longest common subsequence, so what is the length of longest common subsequence? You are going to say that we have E, here we have E, you can take any E, then we can have K, so E and K, this is the length of longest common super subsequence. Perfect. Now tell me, if I have, I should, what is the main agenda now? We should take these elements only once. Okay, so let us write G. I told you we should take these element 1 and that 2 in the order. So let us write this E first. Okay, now let us write these two terms and let us write this. So this is how our finally the things is going to be created. This is our final output. So we need to return the length of this 5. So as you can see, it contain all the elements of both the string. So we got to know that here the LCS concept is going to be used. If we are able to find the longest common subsequence, then we are going to use that longest common subsequence only once, and that in that scenario we are going to get the things shortest common super sequence. Yeah, perfect. So let us write the example again. A G G T A B. Now if I say you G X T X A Y B, now if I tell you find the length of longest common subsequence, so longest common subsequence means element that are common to both string A and string B, and that too the order should be maintained. So as you can see, G is here, so I am going to write G here. T is here, T is maintained. A is here, A is maintained in both, and B is here. So as you can see, G, T, A, B are there in the first string, G, T, A, B are there in the second string. There are no other common elements which are following the same sequence. So what is the length of this? The length of longest common subsequence is 4. And what is the length of A? It is 6. And what is the length of B? It is 7. So 6 plus 7 minus 4. Because I told you we are going to use longest common subsequence only once. So 6 plus 6, 12 plus 1, 13. 13 minus 4 was 9. So let us see what was our output at that time, 9 only. So the concept is clear now. If they ask you to find the shortest common super sequence, what is the output? Output is going to be, let string length A is n and string y is m, and length of LCS is L. So output is going to be, first of all we need to add both the string, then we need to subtract the length of the longest common subsequence, and longest common subsequence length we can find out. This is very easy. In Python you just have to write the function of length of x. This is will give you n, and if you are going to write length of y string, it is going to give you the length of y string. Now I will tell you how to find the length of longest common subsequence. Perfect. So again let us take the example, and here I am going to write the dynamic DP approach. Perfect. So A string was given to us as geek, and B string that was given to us as EK. This was given to us. See, this question is completed now. Those who know how to find longest common subsequence, they can move to the solution and they can code themselves. But those who don't know how to find the length of longest common subsequence, for those peoples only I am telling this. So I have made the separate video on longest common subsequence. There I have shown you the recursive approach, and there I have shown you the dynamic programming approach. So if you want both the solutions, both the approaches, you can watch that video. In this video I am quickly explaining the DP. Okay, so first of all what we have to do in DP, first of all we need to create a matrix. Okay, then we need to initialize that matrix. Perfect. And then what we have to do, we have to apply the condition of choice diagram. Choice diagram. Perfect. Then we need to return the solution. Return solution. These are the steps while writing a DP solution. Perfect. So if you want to find the longest common subsequence, so what you need to do, you need to create a matrix. So what will be the size of matrix? So here the length of string A is 4 and here the length of string B is 3. So size of DP is going to be 4 plus 1 and 3 plus 1. Basically, if the size of string A is M and if size of string B is N, so DP is going to be M plus 1, N plus 1. This is nothing but a multi-dimensional matrix. Perfect. So we have got this. Now let us see how to initialize them. So for initialization, first of all, let me create the matrix. So it is 4 plus 1 and 3 plus 1. So it is going to be like this: 1, 2, 3 and 4. Sorry, 5. We need 5. Okay, because 4 plus 1 is 5. So DP of 5 and 4. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3. I am writing the indexes. Perfect. So this represent the string of length x and this represent the string of length y. Perfect. So what was the string of length x? Okay, it was geek, G-E-E-K. And what is the length of string y? It was E-K-E. Perfect. So what this blocks tells, we need to fill na. I told you we need to initialize the first row and first column. Here what we need to do, we need to initialize first row and first column. So what this tell us, this tell us the string, the length of string y is 1. It means it has only one element. And what this 0 tells us, the string of length have no element. Okay, now if I tell you find the length of longest common subsequence, you are going to say it is 0, because if the length of string y is no elements are there in the string y, so how can you say that there are some elements common? If any of the string have no element, it means the length is going to be 0. So here what we are going to return, we are going to return at 0. Here what this 2 tells, 2 tells that y has 2 element. It means it has EK 2 elements. Perfect. Now also if I am going to say find the length of longest common subsequence, you are going to say 0, because if there are no element in the string x, then how can you say that anything is common between these two? Similarly here also we are going to get 0. Okay, what this tells us, it tells us that we have one element in the string x but no element in the string y, because I told you this upper side is for y string. Perfect. So we have filled this DP, we have done the initialization. Now what we need to do, we need to apply the condition for the rest of the elements. Perfect. So what is the condition for the rest of the elements? See, if the elements are equal, okay, so now let me write again the question. It was like this: geek and EKA. So if the elements are equal, for example like this, if the elements are equal, what we are going to do, we are going to, like, first of all the idea should come from the recursive approach. So in recursive approach we start from the end and we see if the elements are equal or not. If the elements are equal, then what we are going to do, we are going to add 1 in them. Suppose the k last element is k here and k here. So what we are going to do, we are going to add 1 and then we are going to take decision on this and this. Now again we will see how the solution is going to come. So if the elements are equal, we are going to add 1 to the previous element, that is I minus 1 and j minus 1, because we have taken the decision on this element. Now we are going to move one step backward, that's why I minus 1 and j minus 1. Okay, and if the elements are not equal, so what we can do is, there are two cases. Suppose, okay, if the last element is equal, then take it and move one step backward, move one step backward. Okay, and if they are not equal, suppose last element is not equal, so what we are going to do, we are going to take two cases here. Now two cases are possible. Take this string complete and leave the last element of this. So I am going to write like this: we need to take this string complete and we need to leave this. Now here we need to take the decision. Okay, or what can be the possible case, leave last element of this and take entire string this. So it can be like this: geek and EK, GK will be reduced. Now whichever will give us the maximum length, we are going to take that. So this is the overall idea of how to write the choice diagram, and then at the end we are going to return the solution. Perfect. So if you want LCS video in detail, you can check it out. There you will understand these concepts more, but to revise only I have written this. So let us write the code now for the LCS. So I am going to write LCS, define LCS, which is going to take the length of the strings mn n. Okay, these are the 4 elements it is going to take. Then what we need to do, we need to initialize the dp. It will be m plus 1 and n plus 1. Perfect. Now what I am going to do, I am going to initialize the first column and the first row by 0. So for I in range of, here we need to write what we need to write. Okay, so by writing this, dp is not going to be created. First of all, this we have to create. So how we are going to create? dp is equal to for x in range of, first of all we need to write columns, for y in range of rows. What it will do, here I am going to start every element with 0. So 0 for y in range of m plus 1. So this is for columns and this is for rows. This is the syntax to start the matrix with all the elements 0 in the Python. You can make matrix, you can create a matrix by in other languages there are different methods. So this is then the initialization. Now what I am going to do, I am going to use the for loop for I in range of m plus 1. This is for rows. For j in range of n plus 1. Perfect. So what I am going to do, if I equal to 0 or j equal to 0, what we need to do, we need to fill dp of I comma j with 0. This was our base condition. Then what we are going to do, else there are two possibilities. Okay, else there are two possibilities. If x of I minus 1 equal to y of j minus 1. If elements are equal, I told you what to do, add 1 in the previous, 1 plus dp of I minus 1 j minus 1. Perfect. Or if they are not equal, so dp of I comma j will be maximum of, first we need to reduce first string one time, or we can reduce like this. Okay, perfect. And whichever will give us the maximum result, we are going to take it. So our entire dp will be filled now. Where we will get our final solution? Here. What does this tell? That string of length y is 3. It means it contains the element, all the 3 element, and what string x length is 4. It means it contains g, e, e, k. So here we will get the solution. dp is nothing but breaking your this complex problem into small problems and then finding the solution by matching the pattern. So what we need to do, we need to return dp of n comma n, or in Python you can return directly -1 comma -1. Perfect. So this was our code to find the longest common subsequence, but the question was find the length of longest common supersequence. So what will be the final solution? So final solution is will be like this, n plus m minus l. Okay, and you can write like this, l will be equals to, let us call the LCS function by passing the string length. And what was the length of the string? String length was 4 and 3. So l will be this, and then at the end you can return answer or print answer. So this is our final solution. Okay, I hope you got it. Today I am not feeling well, that's why my voice is not proper. So the concept was nothing. First we have to find the pattern. Then what we have to do, we got that string lengths are equal, but there are something that is common to both the string. So instead of taking all the things twice, let us take them one time, because if we can find the common element in both the substring, then it will be easier for us. So I hope you got it. Thank you.